We have to talk about this massive outage. Um, wow, man. Let's talk about it, guys. Crowdstrike. This is a Reuters article. Crowdstrike deploys fix for issue causing global tech outage. It says they deployed a fix, and this was at 9:22 in the morning. Things weren't fixed, guys. They put out some information as how you can fix it, but most people don't know how to do that. Let's read here. Cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike, and they are publicly traded, has deployed a fix for an issue that triggered a major tech outage that affected industries ranging from airlines to banking to healthcare worldwide, the company's CEO said Friday. Microsoft said separately it had fixed the underlying cause for the outage of its 365 apps and services, including Teams and OneDrive, but residual impact was affecting some services. The reason I'm dipping and doing like this because I'm trying to look behind my camera to read this. Let's see. This is not a security incident or a cyber attack. The issue has been identified, isolated, and the fix has been deployed, CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz said in a post on social media platform X. Come on, that's Twitter, man. Come on. The issue stemmed from a defect found in a single content update for Microsoft Windows hosts, Kurtz said, adding Mac and Linux hosts were not impacted by the issues. Shares of CrowdStrike tumbled. Oh, come on with these advertisements, man. Tumbled nearly 12% in pre-market trading, while Microsoft was down 1.4%. A massive IT outage what does that say? Disrupting operations at companies across multiple industries on Friday, with major airlines halting flights, some broadcasters off air, and sectors ranging from banking to healthcare hit by system problems. We're deeply sorry for the impact that we caused to customers, to travelers, to anyone affected by this, including our company. Many of the customers are rebooting the system and it's coming up and it's operational. It could be some time for the systems that won't automatically recover. See, that's terrible. CrowdStrike's Falcon sensor software was causing Microsoft Windows to crash and display a blue screen known informally as the blue screen of death, according to an alert sent by CrowdStrike earlier to its clients. Now, pretty much, I'm not going to just keep diving into it, but pretty much what happened, guys, CrowdStrike was doing a routine update, right? And CrowdStrike is a cybersecurity platform. They are a third-party security platform that Microsoft uses to add security functionality into Windows operating system, right? That's why Apple products and Linux products were not impacted, because this is a product being used specifically by Windows operating systems. And this product is called Falcon Sensor. So what happened was pretty much that what happened was they deployed an update. That update had a bug in it. And before they could catch it and before they could fix it, it impacted the world pretty much globally. It didn't shut every single computer down, because my system was up all day. I never had an issue, but maybe because I didn't run any updates. I guess everybody who did the update with the Falcon sensor and with Microsoft and CrowdStrike's update, those people probably had that issue, right? So, that's massive. I don't know if Microsoft is going to replace these people and replace them with another vendor. Stuff like this, people get fired over, and people they lay off departments when things like this happen. Okay, we talking about stock prices being impacted. Microsoft falling 1% is massive, because that makes people panic in ways that you don't even want to know about. CrowdStrike fell 12%. That's a panic right there, right? So I hope a bunch of people don't lose their job, especially because it's probably not most of their fault. But this is bad, because this shows, first of all, this thing that they call single point of failure, meaning one thing could go wrong and we don't have any other backup plans, or we don't have a backup to that one thing that the system could fall back on and continue to operate, right? So essentially, if Falcon sensor goes down, or if Falcon sensor is messed up, that shows, and they just proved, that they could really stop the world for a quick second. You see what I'm saying? Stopping the major airlines, which would have been American Airlines, United, and Delta, they all had to ground their flights. Think about that. That's kind of crazy. They had to shut it all down. These are the three biggest, and they had to shut it down. So, you know, keep that in mind. Crowdstrike, y'all need to get it together. I'm sure that none of y'all are watching this right now. I'm sure y'all are all at home decompressing and trying to figure out if your job is safe. But that single point of failure thing is not okay. You know, you want everything to be secure, but you also want to make sure. There's a thing in cybersecurity, and shout out to all my people that got their Security Plus. I went and got mine for no reason at all because I don't use it. CIA, right? The CIA, the security triad, would be confidentiality, integrity, and availability. People think that confidentiality is the most important part of cybersecurity, but all three of the things I just named are equally important because availability is paramount. If your system is so secure that the people who need to access it can't access it, then it's broken. It's the same way it's broken as if it was wide open. You see what I'm saying? So availability is extremely important, and we've seen that today. There was no workaround for this thing. So if your thing is so secure that it's considered a failed close, right? And I'm sorry to get too technical. If I'm too technical, y'all stop me. Y'all stop me and tell me, shut up. All right. Fail close meaning if I find a problem, shut everything down. Versus fail open, where if I find a problem, I open everything up. Right? Think about like a lock on your front door. The lock on your front door is pretty much fail open. If the lock is broke, then your door is going to it's going to open freely to anybody. But like if the lock on your cell phone is messed up, you'll be stuck out of the cell phone. It's going to fail close. That's just how they set this stuff up. They'd rather you be locked out than for anybody to get in. So that's what's happening. That's what happened. And that's why they got the blue screen of death, which looks a lot friendlier than the blue screen of death that I knew when I was a kid. The one that I used to see back in the day really looked like the world could end at any moment. The new blue screen of death is like a friendly message. The font is like normal. I don't know. The blue is not harsh enough. You know what I'm saying? It's the blue is it's the hue of the blue. It's not scary enough. You know what I'm saying? You need that 255 blue on the RGB scale. You need to be 255 on the blue. You need 0 for red. You need 0 for green. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just not scary enough. I was looking at it like that was like a friendly reminder to me. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know.